What? Hello, hello, hello. Listen. Guess what? I had to check in. Let me tell you something. This lady got me stirred up this morning. Okay? She done got me stirred up. I was already in motion to get on, but I had to get on a lot sooner, okay? She done got me stirred up. All right? Let me tell you. The message is, don't you fold, okay? If you are not on my Facebook, because that's where I do most of my posting. I mean, my daily posting, I usually do it on Facebook, you know. I'm showing my age, you know, I know. Facebook, Dominique Brown, okay? I haven't changed my profile, um, just so people could find it. Dominique Brown. I have red curly hair, okay? And if you have a problem, you know, have an issue finding it, put in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it'll come right up, okay? Again, Dominique Brown, all right? So, the reason I'm telling you to go there because I put the post there, okay? So the lady got me all stirred up, okay? I was already getting on, and then I said, wait, let me just hold on. I'm going to sit on down, okay? Listen. Let me share with you what I've been listening to. A lot. I've been hearing a lot, okay? They are talking about many people feeling and talking about or not wanting to share this thing that they, people feeling like they have psychosis, right? Okay? Now, from my understanding, I didn't look it up, okay? But from my understanding, it's when you feel like you're doing the same thing every day, right? You feel like you're doing the same thing. Come on now. You feel like you're doing the same thing every day, right? You feel like, okay, doing the same thing, you know, this, that. Everything is in routine. And then you also feel like, this is what they were saying. People feel like, I'm working myself. Day and night, not getting anything done. It feels like I just work and I owe everything out and all of this different stuff, okay? Listen. Like my daughter and I have been saying, listen, Linda. Listen, okay? Let me tell you something. Many people have felt this way, all right? And many people are just now talking about, it was several people that came up on this particular video. Listen. I'm going to share this with you. And I want you to hear me and understand what I'm saying, okay? The natural order of things has been interrupted. The natural order of things has been interrupted. Okay? Yes. Guess what? Many don't understand that there has been groups of people that have gotten together and have taught classes on how to, how should I put it? Act in our neighborhoods. Like you think they really just doing this and doing that. They're really acting, okay? The natural order of things has been interrupted, okay? Now, just like the man said, the lady said, and the this said, and the dog said, and the cat said, and all of them, they said, no. We're not talking about politics. We're not talking about any of that. We're just talking about our natural daily hustle, bustle, how we feel. Like you feel like you're just going, going home, going to work, going home, going to work. You know what I mean? Like you feel like, Okay, so let me share this with you. I remember, okay, I always got a story for you, honey. Cause I done lived, okay? I done lived a little bit, okay? I remember how I felt. But I caught it really early, okay? Now let me tell you what I would do. So, especially when, um, with the children, especially my oldest children, okay? What I would do is when I had to go to work, and many people could, attest to this, they could say, hey, that is, guess what I did? I never would get the children, from daycare and then just go straight home. Sometimes I would, but let me tell you something. I usually would plan something to do, um, like maybe stop at the park with the kids before I got home, okay? Or I remember we used to always go to this toy store called Johnny's Toys. Do anybody remember that? And Witten Road, back in the day, Johnny's Toys, okay? And actually, I honestly, I think we went there twice a week, like for real, like we really kids miss Toys R Us, okay? Listen to what I'm saying. But it's not just that. Even if I would, so my thing is, what I'm simply trying to say, you have to be creative. You really do. Because everybody's in this thing together, okay? All right? I want to talk about a couple of things that they mentioned. So, not just that. I don't want to jump. I don't want to jump. Okay. I get excited. Listen to me. You go to work. Yeah. You go to work, clock in, go to work. But at work, you have to, like, say for example, how you sit with people, lunch, you go to lunch with people and things like that. I found out on your lunch, you really need that time to yourself to debrief. In case you people are always hooking up and sitting with other people and all of that stuff. No, sometimes you just need that little time to yourself, to, okay? Yes, it's real, because you only get so much time, right? You sometimes will need that time to yourself. Some people, these are things that I learned. Then, when you get off work, already have something planned, something scheduled that you could do. Even if you have to hurry up and go home really quick, make it where you can dart back out. I know some people's like, after you get home, it's over. Who are you? But see, that's the thing. You have to be good at sticking and moving so you won't feel bored with your day. Okay? Yeah, it's real. What I noticed, that I absolutely like, how people, a lot of people go to the gym and things like that, but they're doing it where they done made gym exciting. Like everybody dancing and sitting in their chair dancing and stuff all of that. Like, it's real. So there's all kinds of, another thing, I'm going to tell you my truth. I used to always, go out to Mason to the shoe store, right off of Fields Erdel. We was gonna run in there, and I would go see what's going on with the shoes, a clearance rack, or clearance, whatever. Yeah, go. You always supposed to plan something. You're not supposed to do your day the same way every single day. Yeah. So my life has been a little different for the last so many years, right? But I'm telling you, when things were up, and these are the things that I did. And I created a happy, 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 happy life. Another thing too, when I felt like I needed to go and visit someone or say hello or whatever. Guess what? I did that. I call them up. Hey, I just want to. Hey, let's just meet up. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Stop by somebody's house and just make sure you bring something. You stop by people's house, bring something, bring a drink, bring something. I'm just saying. Things like that. It's just things, Um, yeah, I'm just trying to. So that was something that they were all just coming on, kept talking. They had a lot, and the conclusion to that, like the gentleman had said at the end, he found out that many people felt this way. And he also expressed that people don't care about like a lot of the things they thought was important, they don't even care about it as much anymore. It's just that people are not saying it out loud, but many people actually feel that way. So that's, it was a collective of people just expressing how they feel. Now, wow. I'm going to share something with you. For example, people believe that you want, a certain this, a certain that, a certain this, a certain that, like even in my personal life, you know what my dream is on X, Y, and Z, And someone say, oh, you shouldn't share your dreams, you shouldn't say, no. While everybody was doing this and doing, worry about that, this and that, I said, shoot, it'd be wonderful to get a huge RV, a luxury RV, the one that can carry the car. That's what I think I won't do with my husband. I'm just saying, there are, So, yes, the conclusion, let me get back there. The gentleman expressed, oh, it was so good. I need to get really good at just sharing. I think I couldn't share it or something. Maybe it was something like that. But they talked about so much. It was good to hear. Okay? It was so good to hear because people are thinking about what's more important, right? But this thing where everybody's feeling some type of way, no. We're responsible. See, God wants us to inherit the earth, okay? He wants us to enjoy this thing. Like the birds chirping, the trees growing, the grass is green, and all. That's real. Okay? And then the other thing, too, a lot of people are tired of working jobs, and let me tell you something. You gotta go to work. You have to go to work. What it is that, yes, and they were expressing that just doing these jobs or whatever, it doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't, yes. That's why you're supposed to create a little something on the side. Whatever you're going to do online, whatever you got to be creative. I'm telling you, you have to be creative, and you have it. And see, that's something at lunch. At lunch, you could check your sales status. At lunch, you could be like, okay, how many lipsticks did I sell? How many this or that did I sell? How many whatever? How many? It could be just, this is real. So you got to get real creative. You do. Oh, you do. So, I want to share that with you. And this is the thing that he mentioned at the end, He was saying the thing that he notices that people, we don't really care about as much as we, used to, think so many different things would be so important, right? And I mean, they were naming everything, okay? But he was saying what it is that it's like all you want to do is give back to love, the loving part of things, right? The loving part. And I just put a video up that expressed that's really what it is. That's really what it is. Now, you ain't got to be goo gaga. No. But God looks at the way that we treat our brothers and sisters and how we love, okay? Oh, it's real. Yeah, it's real. And even when you get to forgiveness is freedom. Do you understand? Yeah. So, my goodness, that lady got me stirred up. I couldn't even, I said, you know what, I'm just going to get on there. These rollers at my hair. I'm just going to get on. Because she got me stirred up. And I am going to tell you. Oh, baby, I am going to share this with you. Some things may go down. And I may say, oh, I need a nap. Okay. Oh, I think I'm gonna need a nap. Oh my God, yes. But let me tell you something. I will I will never stop. I will never stop. I am created to stand for the right thing. Okay? Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. So, I hope that was a little helpful. Just a little bit. Yeah. You got to plan your day out a little better. Because guess what? We all in this together, okay? Yes. There have been things, situations have interrupted the natural order of things is what we're all dealing with. And that is what it is, okay? Because, yeah, we're dealing with forces and warfare and all kinds of stuff, okay? And if they could put us all to sleep, they'll put many of us to sleep. But guess what? Wake up, somebody. Go on and wake up. Guess what? Wake up. We must wake all the way up. Yes. So guess what? Go ahead on and plan out your days. Plan out your days, okay? Yeah. Plan out your days. Yeah. And I'm not talking at you. I'm talking to you. This is for us, not just I just went back to in my mind of how I remember. See, and that's another thing. Don't, like, when you're on your way home. That's another thing that was mentioned. People are bored. They just drive to say, go back home. Just doing the same. Now that is something that I do not like. Driving the same way all the time. That's why I used to, make sure I switch up the way I'm going or something. Because driving in the same direction every day, even though that's the path you need to take to get to where you're going, no, you switch it up. You turn down a different street, take another highway, do something. Yeah, because that right there, yeah, switch it up. Mm-hmm. Yes, go sit by the water. Switch it up. Mm-hmm. And that's another reason. Like, sometimes I would always, people would have certain times that they would do things, but, do things also when your heart feels like doing them. Also, if it's within reason, okay? Yeah. But anyway, talk to you later. Thanks.